What's up, Hello One hoodlums and hooligans? We are back for part two of correlation trend analysis for Doge Dash and Hello One. Just finished up a gameplay here, so let's just see Dash get into the doghouse there and accelerate into the stratosphere. There he goes, and he is off. Not a great score, but we'll take it. Let's just take a quick peek at the leaderboard, see where we're at. Oh, I like that, by the way. Who likes that? The Hello One presents Doge Dash. Little tie in between the two there. All right, we're gonna move over to the leaderboard, and we are just in the top 10 there, so we got to keep a close eye on that. But what we're here for is correlation trend analysis part two. So let's see some updated numbers. I'll also show you where I'm sourcing the material from, and then we'll take it from there. So starting out with some updated numbers and graphs, here we go. So again, the numbers are starting all the way back at the 14th of April. They're going through yesterday. I'll update this again with today's numbers as soon as I have them for the 30th. But basically, if you haven't seen the previous video, what we have is the date, the price, reward pool and tokens, what that looks like in US dollars, as you can see on the graph below here, top 10, top 25, 50, and 100 scores, and what was needed each day. So if you haven't checked out that previous video, feel free to go ahead and do that. But I have charted a couple more graphs that we'll take a quick look at. So here again, you have the price of Doge Dash, soon to be Hello One. And you can see again, I've taken the digits that you'll see when this gets converted to the Hello One consolidation, which is going to be a 100-to-1 token consolidation. So that's why you're missing two zeros there. We're going to be looking at this for the new token. As you can see, the price and reward pool, we have a similar trend line. So this trend line is fairly flat, which is actually pretty good relative to the greater market. But as you can see, there's a lot of correlation between the two of these graphs here, not a lot of difference in terms of the overall trend that you're seeing. And incidentally, I was actually kind of curious to see, based on the top 10 score, if that actually carried out as well with the top 25 also. So I did a little graph plotting for that as well. And you can see here very similar trend lines as well. So this shows the top 10 scores, or the scores that's needed in order to get into the top 10 on the Doge Dash leaderboard, and the same thing, the top 25 score in order to land on the leaderboard inside the top 25. And you can see it fluctuates quite a bit. So in keeping with the price slanting down just slightly, that's when it was kind of easiest to get inside the top 10, top 25. And then, of course, we had that massive spike in the price. That's when a lot of people switched over and started playing. And that's why it took a lot more, as you can see, both here and here for the top 10 and top 25. Took a lot more to get inside the top 10 and top 25. It's kind of tapered and steadied right around this 80k 85k mark here for top 25. And conversely, over here, it's about 160 that it takes to get inside the top 10 on a given day. Most recently, we had just over 150. It was about 152 the last time. So I'm guessing this time it'll probably be around, based on the way the market's going, I'm going to predict today will end right around 145, but we'll wait and see if that prediction is correct. All right, moving down to now, I want to show actually how good this is relative to the greater market. So we have the top 10, top 25, as well as the price and the reward pool here. But now we're going to take a look at two other graphs looking at Bitcoin and Ethereum during the same length of time. So as you can see here, and I should probably zoom in a little bit more here, but as you can see with Bitcoin, we have starting above $40,000 for one Bitcoin here, and now we're right around 38. I think it's 38.3 is what we had at the point of this data poll. And then similarly with Ethereum, we were over 3,000. Now we're 28, 27.5. And as you can see, since April 14th, we've decreased quite a bit from where we were before that. So both holding, just over 40 and just over 3,000 for Bitcoin and Ethereum, respectively, and it's now significantly below that mark. But here you can see for Doge Dash or Hello One, we were significantly below 0.02, and now we're actually still holding just above 2. Hopefully we'll stay there even with the market dipping somewhat today. We're still above it as of this video, but we might slip just below that. But even if we did, we would still be over the greater crypto market, which is actually really nice to see, even when we had the drop off after the announcement. So that's all I wanted to show you right here. We're actually maintaining some pretty good numbers. As we get more and more data points, I'll continue to plug that in. But I thought some of those things were definitely interesting to see, especially the scores needed in order to get inside the top 10 and top 25, and how you can expect that to change a little bit based on where the price is, and where you can know you can kind of begin to plot and plan. Hey, I only will need to get 145,000, or I'll only need to get 160, or hey, the price shot up, I'll probably have to get something like 170, 175 today based on where the price is, relatively speaking. So I thought that was interesting. And if you're wondering about the data and where to pull from that, I just wanted to show you really quickly. So this is where you can pull the previous leaderboard numbers. If you want to come in here, you can see the previous inside leaderboard here. You can see the previous dates and the scores. So this is, again, April 29th. You can see what it took to get inside the top 10, top 25, and it goes all the way down to the top 100. And then conversely, you can scroll up here and see all the dates going back to the 14th of April, which is where I've pulled this data. Also, the data is pulled from Trust Wallet. I just thought the graph was a little bit easier to display it here. But if you want a more current and a little bit better of a graph, really, you might want to check out PooCoin is one that I like to take data from. It's a little bit more current and has a more accurate price if you want to pull from that. But that's it for today. Just wanted to show you where the correlation trend analysis is taking us in terms of the price reward pool, top 10, top 25 score, which you can see there's a correlation there. So we're going to continue to plot that and see how that changes, and see if those lines continue to follow one another. So thanks for tuning in. Thank you for everyone that left recommendations for the upcoming videos. That's why I wanted to take in a little bit more data for this one. If this was helpful, feel free to leave a comment, like, and subscribe, or just share it on Twitter and say, hey, this was something that I found interesting, or this is what I'd like to see you do a little bit differently in the next video. But thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Bye.